keep admitting people. Hello, everybody. Just have to take care of this. The waiting room is really actually more of a problem than it's worth here. Let's see how many we got. I think pretty much everybody's here. Is that true? 12? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We're missing one. All right. Well, hello, welcome. Actually, I'm really kind of happy that I can see your faces. Make sure, at least in the beginning, tilt your screens down so I can see your faces, because I know it's hard to keep your computer, I know, in the right place. So you always end up pushing your screen back, and then the teachers only can see you like from here up, which is hard when you're a teacher, especially when you don't know anybody and you're trying to get to know everybody. So I'm glad to see all your faces. Grace, are you there? I can't see you at all. Tilt your screen down and move closer, because all I can see are penguins right now. Can you tilt your screen down a little bit? And now I see your eyes. Oh, there you are, almost. Good. Okay, well, I'm going to take attendance, even though I can see your screen, your names here, just so, because I want to get to know you. I wish we were in person, but all right, let's see. Quinn. Oh, Quinn is right there. Okay, I see you. Welcome. All right, Natalie.
Hi.
Right, there you are. Hello. Okay, Mary. Mary.
Hi.
There you are. Okay. All right, Mona.
Hi.
Hi, Mona. Okay, Livia. Okay, hello. All right. Is it Elle or Ellie?
Hi. It's Elle, but
Elle.
sometimes people
Okay,
call me
no,
Ellie.
so I just want to try to get it right. Oh, Elle.
That's okay. Thank you.
I will remember. Okay, Pearl.
Hi.
Hi, Pearl. Oh, nice background. All right. All right. Now, Catherine, are you Catherine or are you Katie? Where are you? Are you here? Is that the one we're missing? Okay, looks like we're missing. Do you know if she's Catherine or Katie?
Katie just texted me that her computer is just randomly restarted, so she'll be coming though.
Okay, all right. We'll mark her here then. All right, Kennedy. Where's Kennedy? There you are. Hello. All right, McKenna. Where's McKenna? Oh, there you are. Hello. Okay, and Taylor.
Here.
All right. Oh, there you are. Okay, good. All right, and Grace. All right, good. Grace is having a hard time with her background. You know, you can hardly see your face. You could turn your background off, actually, might be easier. I don't know why your background's doing that, but it's very hard to see you. Okay, well, any of those backgrounds. Sometimes it has to do with the computer you're on. Anyhow, welcome everybody. Glad to have you all here. Everybody did a great job with their little homework that they had. So I want to talk a little bit about the class and how this is going to run. I don't know if you've spoken to, kids that were in it last trimester, but this is supposed to be a fun class. It's supposed to give you a little bit of an idea of what's involved in coding. I know a lot of you probably have done coding in middle school or in elementary school for Hour of Code or something like that. And this course is really going to kind of be like that, but just a little bit more. And each week I'm going to introduce you to a different coding, little concept, not a big deal, just to kind of give you a little bit of information about the vocabulary. Okay, here comes Katie. Oh, and she is Katie. Okay, good. All right, let me submit this. Yes. All right. Okay, hi, Katie. Glad you could join us. Sorry your computer was being mean to you this morning. That happens a lot. But I was saying that we're going to just introduce a coding concept each week. You'll have a little bit of homework that's due on Thursday night, every Thursday, to get you ready for the class on Friday. And then we're going to do our big project in class together on Friday. Well, I'll be together. You guys will all be on your own. And then there's another little homework assignment that'll be due on Mondays. So I call it input, process, and output, just like coding. So those will be your homeworks every week. And the homework shouldn't take you any more than tops a half an hour, if that. for each of those homeworks. But do them, because this kind of class, really the only way you can get a bad grade is to not do the homework. Other than that, you can get like an A+ in everything, as long as you pay attention and do the homework on time. So that's that. Hopefully you'll enjoy this class. We're going to be working with Scratch. Hopefully you all got a chance to get in and set up your Scratch accounts. And once again, a lot of you probably have used Scratch before. It's pretty common in elementary and middle school, but it can do some pretty advanced things. And for those of you who have used Scratch before, I expect wonderful things from you. So we'll see how that goes. All right, I'm going to talk about a little bit about the concept of algorithms that we talked about. I'm going to share my screen. And okay, so an algorithm is really just a set of rules. All right, and it's the point here is that you can that you can get to the same answer, you can complete the same coding project by using different algorithms, and the algorithm is based on what you decide to do. So this is an example of 4 different algorithms that can solve the same problem. And algorithms aren't just used in coding. They're used all over. I'm sure you've heard the term in math class or in other places, science classes also. So in this case, I just want to show you that the job that had to be done in this case was to get to somebody's house. So you've got 4 different ways to do it. So they could take a taxi. Those are the steps to take a taxi. They could rent a car, and those would be the steps. They could just call the person when the plane arrives, or they could take a bus. Now, depending on the situation, you know, one of them might be more expensive but work faster. So there's a bunch of different reasons that you might choose one algorithm over the other. But basically, an algorithm is just a set of rules. So anybody have any questions on that? I'm sure you probably do not have many questions on that. I mean, that's pretty much cut and dry. Okay, so that's that. We are going to be doing a Scratch project today that is about animation. And I'm going to just show you. Now, let me first ask you guys this. Does anybody know what animation is? Who can tell me, who can give me a definition of animation? You can just unmute yourselves and talk. Come on, you guys have all seen animation. What's animation? Katie?
Like a cartoon or something, like a drawing that moves.
A drawing that moves. That's a good answer. Anybody have anything else to add to that? What basic animation is?
It's like different frames that every frame is like only a little bit different. So when you put them all together at a quick speed, then it looks like it's moving in real time.
That's exactly. Okay, I'm just going to show you a really quick, just for 2 seconds. Just a flip book. So that I'm sure you guys have done this in the past. So I just thought this was a great definition of what animation is. All right. Okay, I think it's enough of that guy. All right, so yeah, so that's animation, and that's what we're going to be doing in Scratch today. However, before we get started, I just wanted to go over a few other things about this. Wait, let me get my paperwork here and explain. All right, I want to show you. Oops, I just lost something on my desk, didn't I? Where was I? All right, that's not it. Okay. Oh, here's Scratch. Okay, let's do this. All right, just a few things. Hopefully you have all gotten, has anybody not gotten into Scratch at all? Has everybody gotten into Scratch? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, you're all here. All right, good. So everybody was able to start their own account, the SEM account, right? Even if you had another account, you use the SEM one. Okay, because that way I can see your stuff. All right, so a couple of things to remember when you start your project, and I'm going to show you how to do that in a minute. But for every project that you do, it's really important that you put a title up in here where it says title, and whatever it is I tell you to put the title in, you would put in there. And then after you do that, this is the beginning of every single project, you're going to click the share button. Now what happens when you share is it pops you out, but then just click back on this see inside, and then you go back in, you're where you were before, and it's shared, and that way I can see it on the other end, just in case. So this is the cat sprite, and he's the one that comes with the beginning of every project. But if you want to use a different sprite, all you have to do is click the little trash can here, and he goes away. And then you can go down here and you can click on this little, there's a bunch of different ways to do it, but you can just click on this little like this little search thing, and it takes you into this library, and you can pick whatever sprite you want to use, and then that's the sprite that'll come in. And certainly in projects you're going to have lots of sprites, not just one, but in this project today you probably only really need one. And the other thing that I think I'm going to ask you to do is have a backdrop. So same thing, this is where your backdrops are, and you just click on this little choose a backdrop, and you can choose any backdrop you want, and then that will get you started. So those were the two really important things. The other thing I wanted to tell you about, and I think there's a video on it, is the starting position. So if you're going to take your let's say your sprite and you're going to move it across the stage. So if you say move, I'm just going to say move 50 steps. All right. And so to start your program, most of the time you're going to use a when green flag clicked, because that's the green flag starts the program. So if I hit when green flag clicked, if this guy moves 50 steps, and then when he stops, he stays there, and I click it again. Anyway, each time I run the program, he's going to move 50 more steps. But if I need him to start here in the beginning of the program, all I need to do is put him where I want him. And this is for every program you're going to probably have to do. It's called a starting position. And at that point, if you go to your motion blocks, if you move him around, if you notice on this side, this go to block changes when I move him. But if I put him there and I pull that go to block out and then I move him, it doesn't change. So now if I pop that go to block in right, every time they click the flag, it's going to start him back at the right spot. Of course, he moved 50 steps, so that doesn't really count. But the idea is you have to set up your project with a starting position before you move him every time. Otherwise, you're going to, when you stop him, he's not going to go back to the beginning. All right, that's just a basic thing that I wanted to show you about that. All right, so I want to now show you the assignment page. All right, so during each class, right, you had input was for your homework, and then process. Now if you look in your notebooks, you should all have this #1 process page. So take a look and make sure you have it, and let me know if you don't. Everybody does, good. All right, so this is just going to show you a video. This is the starting position thing that I just went over with you, but just in case you need to look at it again. And then we're going to change costumes to do our animation. And this is going to explain it. In Scratch, the animation, instead of calling it frames, which most places do, they talk about it as a different costume. So a different costume is the same sprite in a different position, basically, same thing. So this video is going to show you how to do the animation through the costume changes. And then you can also hand draw it if you want. You can hand draw your sprite, and that's what this little video shows you. You don't have to. You can use, there's a bunch of sprites in there that have a bunch of different costumes. All right, so then while you're doing your project, always take a look at the checklist I put here so that you won't miss any steps. All right, this tells you to create a new project. Remember, we showed you where to title it, and make sure it's called animation, and make sure you set it to share. You have to have a backdrop for this project. You should delete your cat sprite and then choose a new sprite. And then however you want to animate your sprite so that it looks like it's moving. All right, and after watching these videos, that should give you an idea. And I'm giving you a couple of hints here. You're probably going to want to use these blocks in your program. You don't have to. But anybody that's done Scratch before, this is going to be a really simple project for you. So zip through it, but then you're never finished. So in this class, I never want to see you be finished with your project. You're going to work up until the time when I tell you to stop, which will be about 10:25 each week. Okay, time-wise, just to give you an idea. I'll give you a warning. But you work all the way through it. And we're going to be using Go Guardian. So let me see how many people are connected to Go Guardian here. See if I have you all. Let's see. I have most of you so far. McKenna and Grace are still loading. Yep, there's McKenna. All right. All right, let's see. Grace is not quite loaded yet. Oh, all right. So Grace has a problem with hers. Where is Grace? Is she here? Did I lose Grace?
Got kicked out of Zoom.
She got kicked out of Zoom. Why would that be? Well, she's not trying to get back in. All right, that's not great. Well, her computer clearly had a problem because it's offline. Okay, well, I'm sure she'll be back soon. So yeah, so we're using GoGuardian. Now, have you guys used GoGuardian in any of your other classes? Yeah, most of your classes. All right, so the reason I'm using GoGuardian is that way I can help you with anything, any questions that you have in your project while you're working on your project. You can send me, I'm gonna actually turn the chat on because it's off now. I always forget to do that. So the chat is now on in GoGuardian. So you can text me a question and I can help you through GoGuardian if you have any questions for that. And what else? Let's see if I have any other questions for you. I think we're good. All right, so if everybody has the page up on their notebook and they can get started, listen to the videos, go and have fun. Make a great animated project. I can't wait to see what you do. And if you have any questions, I'm right here to help. All right? Okay, I'm here if you need me. That's not good.
Miss Adams, my OneNote is being a little bit funny because every time I try to open the video, it just like logs me out of the OneNote. So can I just like restart my computer?
Sure.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, sure.
Mine's doing the same thing.
Oh dear.
Me too. I tried to click the link.
What's you mean when you actually watch it in the you
No, when you click on it to play, the app like crashes and closes.
Really? Okay, that hadn't happened before. It's happening to everybody? Well, can you click on the link above it and it takes you out to YouTube? Right above the video, there's a little title that's actually a link. Try that and see if it takes you to YouTube and if you can watch it that way. We have to figure out what's going on because that has never happened before.
Yeah, that works to click the link.
Okay, so everybody do that if you can, and at least watch it in YouTube, and then don't get distracted by other things in YouTube. All right, sorry. I don't know why that's happening. Hey, Grace, what happened?
My computer kept like turning off. I don't know what was happening, but I emailed you.
Is it plugged in?
Yeah, it's working now. It was plugged in though.
Okay. All right, let me know if that continues to be a problem. So I don't know how much of this you missed, but if you go to your notebook, you should have a section that says process now in it. And so if you just follow down the page and look at the videos, it looks like everybody else was having trouble with watching the videos on the page. So if you use the little link above each video, it'll take you out to YouTube to look at the video. So I would do that just in case. I have no idea what's going on with the why it's a problem. But let me know if you have any questions. We're also using Go Guardian, so you can ask me questions. You can text me in Go Guardian as well. Okay. All right.
Miss Adams, Zach.
Yes,
May I use the bathroom?
sure. Okay, everybody. So we just have a few more minutes left before I want to let you go. So know that if you're not quite finished with your project, you can always keep working on it anytime after class if you want. If you log out, you log back in, everything should be fine. I think there might be a save button that you might want to hit just in case, but I think it saves automatically. But feel free to fancy it up if you want to. You don't have to. Couple of things. First of all, let me just ask you guys. So you all had trouble. Did all of you have trouble watching the videos in the page? Were any of you able to watch the videos in the page? Anybody? Now, when you did your homework, like last night or the night before, were you able to watch the videos in the page then? Okay. I will look into this and see if I can find out why that's happening. Okay. So while you were doing your work, I sent out another page into your OneNote notebook, and that's the output page. And that's the homework that's going to be due on Monday night. Gives you the weekend not to have to worry about it. But by Monday night, it just kind of wraps up what you did. Now, also what I need to tell you is that in this class, when you work on your project, if you're proud of your project and you like it, then on that homework for each Monday night, you can enter yourself into a drawing for a $5 Starbucks card. So what you're doing is you're allowing me to post your project on the portal so that other people can see it, so that other students that might be interested in coding can appreciate it or can get interested in coding. That part of the point of this class is to try to get as many people interested in coding as we can. And most people come into school and don't even really understand what coding is. And I find that for a lot of people, it's not their thing, and that's totally fine, but at least you'll understand it. But some people really decide that it might be something that they want to continue studying. So we're hoping that will happen. So by allowing me to post your project on the portal page, we're trying to inspire other people as well. And you also then get yourself put into a drawing for a Starbucks card. So you can put yourself in the drawing every single week if you post your video, if you let me post your video. And so you have a chance of winning every single week if you want, if you can, if you put yourself, depending on how many people enter and stuff and what the chances are. So you'll see that on the on that output page. And then it'll just ask you usually a couple of questions about how the project went and some other stuff. So understand that there's always a homework due Thursday night to get ready for the class Friday. We'll do our project in class on Friday. And then there's a little follow-up homework that's due Monday. So every Monday and Thursday. Yeah, Liv.
If we don't finish all the steps of the project that we do on Friday, is that homework for Monday as well? Or
it's actually up to you. You're not absolutely required to finish them all, as long as you're working all the way through and because I can watch you work. And if you're putting your whole energy in it, I don't want to give you extra time. But if you want to finish it up, especially if you want me to post it, then you might want to, keep working on it a little bit. So it's really up to you. I think, once again, I don't want to add more to your plate. I know that especially this year has been so crazy for everybody. And being a freshman in high school is a lot of work, and a lot, in any case, in a normal situation, is a lot of transition and work for you guys. So I don't want to give you more work, but you're certainly welcome to continue working on it if you want to, spice it up. And if there's ever anything that you're trying to do in Scratch that you're not sure how to do, send me an email, because I can get in the back end and see what you did and see why something might not be working, and I'm happy to help you. And I'm also available to Zoom with you guys anytime if you have some free time and you want to work on something. So I'm always available. And hopefully this pandemic will be over soon and we'll all be together at 7. I'll be able to see your faces in person. All right, everybody okay? Questions from anybody? Grace, I'll catch up with you after class at some point, and we'll catch you up and make sure everything's all working with your computer. And it was nice to see all your faces. So go outside, run around for a while before you have to get to your next class, okay? All right, ladies, take care. We'll see you guys soon.